Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Abob. I'm here with my buddies, Son and Trey. Back for another week of the Trash Talk Experience. How you guys doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing
You
well.
are
How you
doing well?
doing? How you doing, son?
I've been better, man.
Yeah.
But you were limping on your way here. What the hell's wrong with you?
That's my soccer thing. But I think my issue right now is my parents figuring it out. I do a podcast.
Just your mom.
Just my mom.
Yeah.
No, I think my sisters also know.
Yeah.
So this kind of embarrassing.
So it's a family podcast. I don't see the issue. PG.
You don't say
13
anything
plus.
crazy.
Neither, yeah. So
Have they made an issue about this?
Now I told them if you want to like have a good peace of mind, like keep sane, then don't look it
Don't
up.
listen to
Yeah,
this.
pretty much. So I
Okay.
think they got the gist.
First 5 minutes is going to be very, very like proper,
follow
prim
me.
and proper.
Yeah.
And then
he's
his
gonna
mom will tune
remember-
out.
Yeah. Once his mom tunes out, he's like, oh yeah, I can say crazy things now. But she didn't listen to the whole podcast.
I think no.
She just saw one clip.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
the clips are popping on Insta and TikTok.
Yeah.
That's what's new.
That's why Son is
See,
all
this-
of a sudden
See,
interested
this
in
is
the
why
podcast.
I'm kind of interested in doing this podcast because last week I was like, this is my last podcast,
Yeah.
and
That's
I was.
every week with you.
No, but last week I had the full-on intention of not doing anything back again.
Yeah.
Imagine like leaving your house 10 a.m. in the morning
Oh
for
my
30
God,
I don't wanna
bro,
hear
this
this, bro.
same old story, bro. Every week, and when I edit, I just hear, "Oh, imagine leaving every day, bro. Waking up at 8 a.m., coming, dressing up for 70 views. What's the point?" And then,
Oh,
what do you want to do about this?
bro,
Nothing.
what's up with the voice? Like,
This is what you sound like to me.
do I?
Yeah.
Man.
Anyway, I was trying to find something we could talk about this week, but there's legit. The only interesting that is happening is Johnny Depp and his wife
Yeah, I was
are
gonna
like,
mention that.
yeah, but like, are you guys really interested in that?
No,
I
no,
saw
Can you give
some.
us a summary?
Bro, I saw some clips yesterday. He's a funny guy.
He's making jokes in court.
No, because it's like they're actually recording in the court as well.
Yeah.
So you can actually like
It's like a
watch
full
him make
public
jokes and
trial,
shit.
yeah.
What is he saying?
No, it's just like taking the piss out of the lawyer. Like the lawyer was asking, like the opposing lawyer, he was asking like things like, "Oh, is it correct that you said this?" And Johnny Depp would be like, "Yep." And then like seconds later, he'd bring up something else. "Is it correct you said this?" And he'd be like, "Yep." And then like it'd be like 2 or 3 times, and Johnny Depp would be like, "Everything you say is correct." I said that like.
It's just like they're cross-examining him at the moment. So his wife, ex-wife, Amber Heard, she like basically defamed him over multiple years, and he kept quiet. Now he's taken her to court for like 50 mil or something crazy like that. And then he's giving his point of view that I stayed quiet for all these years. She made all these false accusations against me. And now he's kind of like, reaping the benefits of staying quiet that long and then people hating it on
And
him.
what's happening with Amber Heard? Has she lost any?
No, not
movies?
yet. That's the crazy thing. She still has like her deals with Warner Brothers and stuff like that. But dependent upon this court case, Johnny Depp ended up losing a lot. Like he lost movie deals, this, that, the other. But somehow his wife got away with it. But
I think the tables will turn.
turning, yeah.
The turns will table.
Turns with table, as Michael Scott would say. Anyway, how do you guys keep up on your news? Like the only reason I know about this is because I went on Reddit.
Honestly,
Reddit,
that's all it is.
Yeah. Is for you Reddit like the one thing that you visit like every day? Like as a social media?
Yeah,
I
I'd
do
say.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I get most of my news from there, and that got me thinking, like, is Reddit the best social media platform out there?
I would have to disagree with that now.
What is for you?
So the thing is, I used to be always into Reddit, and I'm one of those people that makes decisions based on Reddit and dice rolls.
I feel like I
Yes.
know what he's gonna say here.
But then recently, I saw this creature who happens to be a Reddit mod.
Reddit what?
Reddit moderator.
Yeah, who was this?
So is what was the subreddit called? Free work, anti-work, or something.
Anti-work.
Anti-work.
Yeah, yeah,
So imagine, have you seen the moderator?
yeah. This is the one that went on Fox News. I'm
it's Fox
imagining.
One.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm listening to this anonymous person give me advice, and everyone else could be like that too. But Twitter, even Facebook, you see the people that are giving advice.
Yeah.
If gives you an advice, you probably would not take it too hard.
Well,
But-
yeah, because Reddit is anonymous, you don't know who that person is giving advice.
Imagine getting advice from that entity, bro. I
Yeah.
would never listen to that.
Okay,
If
but
it
the
tells
thing
me
is, you could be on Reddit, and then
And I would be-
if you were on Facebook giving advice, people might not listen
Yeah,
to you because
probably, yeah.
they might see your profile picture and be like, "Who is this random guy?"
Yeah.
But you could be on Reddit, and then you could give that advice, and people will take it to heart. So it could work on your favor as well.
No, but I want to give good advice. If I don't have good advice, I wouldn't give anything.
Okay.
But if I'm listening advice, I want to get some good advice too myself.
But that's what makes Reddit good because of that anonymity. Like you can,
But you can bullshit a lot. With Twitter, if someone's giving advice, it's
bro.
more.
Twitter is BS also. Like people
But-
just give hot takes all the time. No one likes it.
I agree, bro. Like,
But what do you think? Is Reddit the best social media in your opinion?
I think it's the best in the sense that it's entertaining. I don't know about, and it is quite informative as well. But like, I feel like with Reddit, you also have to take everything with a grain of salt.
I would
'Cause,
take
like,
everything with a container of salt,
'cause,
bro.
like,
Grain doesn't-
Container.
Like for things for things that like you're actually informed about, like
Yeah.
ourselves. Like you see Redditors like speak in like any like for example Kashmir and stuff. Like you see like people are just obviously biased towards their own like they have their own biases and stuff, and they may frame things in a way that is not correct.
But do you think majority of the people in this world are of sane mind? Like they make logical decisions?
No.
They don't.
No.
Okay.
What is logical decision?
Then breaks my argument. Like I was saying that I believe
Yeah.
there's people in the world, like at least 50% of the world is of a sane mind. I think at least, maybe I'm wrong about this. So Reddit allows, like when you're on Reddit and you post something, people can downvote it or upvote it, and based on that, you know which is the correct piece of information and which is the wrong piece of information. On Twitter, people just spew whatever, like, oh, I'm a PhD holder.
But how
this, that, the
often do you
other.
look at the information that's downvoted? I always look at
Yeah,
whatever's
you
up
only
front.
see the upvoted one.
Yeah.
That means it's been sort of reviewed by enough people that you can trust that it's the right piece
Yeah,
of
bro. But
information.
I've been obliterated by /r/India too
Yeah.
often.
Yeah, so if you post something stupid, people will downvote it enough, and then you will know that
The thing is, people want to see what they want to see. Like
that could be it as well.
Like if
yeah.
if I don't like someone's opinion, I would just downvote it.
Yeah, but depends on
And
the.
Then I would not. So let's say if I'm talking about like countries and like politics,
Yeah.
I never go to Indian subreddit because it just burns my heart.
Yeah, but those are particular like subreddits. Like in like you know in on our India, it's mostly going to be people that love India. They're not
Mhm.
going to be people from Pakistan that go there.
Except for
And-
this guy.
You go there because you want to hate on them.
No, I don't want, like I want to see what their perspective is, and every time I read it, I just lose my brain cells. Same with Pakistan. Like when I see Pakistani subreddit,
Yeah.
it just annoys me too a bit sometimes.
No, but then if
But
you
then,
guys don't
thing
think
is-
Reddit is the
no,
best, what is the best?
No,
then?
I'm not saying it's best or worst, but my logic is people see what they want to see. People
Yeah.
put out, upvote what they want to upvote. So nothing is best. You got to take everything skeptically.
If you had to give one top, which one would it be? That's what I'm asking.
I still think Reddit is the. Oh, but are you saying in terms of being informed, or are you talking about
Inform, getting content, getting memes.
Reddit? 100%.
Yeah, Reddit. Like you're not
Reddit-
gonna get that on Facebook. Facebook is full of old people that have nothing to live for anymore.
Yeah.
Twitter is full of idiots that think they have an opinion on everything. What else?
I feel
is
like
there?
there's a level of IQ you need to have to.
Yeah, and I realized that TikTok is people of low IQ because we have been posting.
hey, we're on TikTok, don't? Bro, that's our
Okay,
most views, bro.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. We're getting views, but there's low IQ people on TikTok. That's what I believe. Anyway, I think because I think Reddit is the best out of all of them because of the community. Like you can have a community for everything, like subreddit. If you're into say politics, there's a community for that. If you're into sports, there's a community for that.
How much is Reddit paying us for this thing, bro?
Because we're discussing Reddit stories, it makes sense for us to
Now
discuss
we'll
this.
approach them for
Yeah,
business.
now we can get a sponsorship through them. If you want to get advice on your love life, you can go to Reddit. If you want to
See,
get
so-
financial
See,
advice,
this
you
is
can
what
go on Reddit.
this is what my biggest gripe is Reddit from. I used to follow this subreddit, which
Yeah.
I'm not gonna name because it sounds very misogynistic.
What is it?
I'm not
Red
gonna
pill.
name-
Red pill.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
yeah.
he used to say like every time you go on a date after that, you don't message the chick. Don't message text.
Bro.
Text only for logistics and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
I wasted so many.
You took advice from this one?
Son was on the deep end of this shit, bro.
Yeah, I
he
used
had
to-
a guide. You had a guide on how to text or some shit. From
Yeah, that
Bro.
too.
And
But
he
like,
showed me it. It was like
How many
complete
steps were
shit.
there on that guide?
no, guide was just like copy pasting stuff. It wasn't like a manual. It was just like copy paste X Y Z. That's what I use it for.
Also, a template. Do you use it for
Template
templates?
pretty much, yeah. But the logistic, logically, the whole situation was you don't text unless it's like for logistics to meet up or something.
Yeah.
And you text in a certain manner, which. But if you see me texting, I text like
What?
like I don't want to, but I text with emojis and like stuff. I'm not like it's not professional.
No, but you don't initiate conversation ever.
I never do.
And what did this?
So Reddit
Guide tell
kind of
you?
like was like
So you don't initiate conversation at
Never,
all. That's
no.
what they said.
generally. I mean, that
You
was,
wait for the girl to ask you a question and then you respond.
Nah, as in like I would talk, but like once we meet up, I wouldn't like follow it up or anything until
Yeah.
they initiated or. But like it was just retardedness from me.
When did you realize this was stupid? like a month ago or like a longer than
No,
that?
no, he showed me last year,
Last
like
year,
saying
yeah.
it was stupid.
Like,
So what do you rely on now to like get your information and like, oh yeah,
no,
how
I
do
still
how do
use
text
Reddit,
girls?
but I think it like I just take it as a news thing rather than
Yeah.
getting opinions.
No,
from-
what do you use as a guide to like text girls now?
Bro, last time I text girl was maybe 1 month ago, and I was my colleague asking her like, what should I do for
work.
Yeah, pretty
okay,
much. That's
okay.
it.
Things are rough for you at the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
Yeah. Wait for Ramadan to be over. You might, gain it back again.
That's why Ramadan. That's how
Oh,
I'm
okay.
respecting.
Yeah,
Good for you. Good for you.
Respect.
Anyway, so what we were thinking for today is like, because Reddit provides like all sorts of content for us. So we were thinking we're gonna each pick a story and we're gonna share and then sort of discuss the merit of each story. Because Reddit is like full of stories. Like
Bro,
people
Reddit
go
has
there-
some funny stories.
Yeah.
man. That's
like the thing is like I'm like how many of these are true? But like regardless, true or not, there's a funny story or like an interesting situation to
Yeah.
read. So we were all meant to pick one. Son forgot to do the homework, so it's only me and Trey that have picked the story. Do you want to go with yours first?
I'll go with mine first. So basically,
Can I just give them the background of what?
Why can't he give?
I've
Okay,
got
you-
the background, bro.
go for it, bro.
I put a lot of effort into these notes.
Okay,
bro.
my bad, bro. I'm gonna keep
All
quiet.
right,
It's like a
so
whole essay situation.
shut up,
going
bro.
on.
It's a long story. It's like a very long story. So I summarized it. Basically, is a college professor. He's a guest professor in university. He's a foreigner, so like students see him as like inexperienced and gullible and stuff like that.
What
So-
subreddit is this from? Prorevenge.
Prorevenge.
Prorevenge. Yeah.
Why are you interrupting a story?
So a small group of students used previous reports and copy pasted it for like this current exam, right?
Yeah.
So these students would approach him in the hallway and be like, "Oh, like I worked so," and he knows obviously they copied and stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I worked so hard because I know like I'm almost failing. Like I really tried hard this one. Like how did we go? How are the like markings for this report going?" And obviously he couldn't say anything to them because he hadn't officially like finished marking and everything. So he was like, "Oh, I found this super disrespectful. Like they're lying through their teeth like in front of me or whatever." Apparently he's late 20s, so quite a young professor. Instead of grading them as 0, these cheaters, he graded them like a 50. So like instead of like straight up failing or whatever,
Yeah.
they would be like their overall unit mark would be like 49, 48 or whatever.
So just fail.
Yeah. So now that he knew they would come back and appeal it and be like, "Oh, can we review the exam so we can get a couple of extra
okay.
points?"
Yeah.
And that's
Because if he gave a straight 0, they would
They
know
would've
that
failed, yeah.
plagiarized,
Yeah.
or they would know what the reason was.
but he wanted to get revenge on them. Right?
yeah, okay.
So he gave them like a 50 or whatever, and like basically, so they sat just under the pass mark.
Yeah.
Like obviously, he saw that happening, and that's exactly what they did. They like emailed him and said, "Oh, can we have this reviewed?" Blah blah. And in their university, apparently it's policy that they didn't allow online appointments,
Mm-hmm.
and they need to do it with like they need to do the appointment within 3 days of like the appeal.
Yeah.
Right. And most of these students, because it was the last exam of the semester, they were overseas, they were interstate, and so
this guy really wanted to.
yeah, and so because they couldn't
Yeah.
do an online appointment,
Yeah,
they had
yeah,
to
yeah.
fly back, cut their vacation
Mm.
short, whatever it is, because they were already on vacation by this point.
Yeah.
And so he brings them all the way back, and they cut their vacation short and everything. They show up, and he goes through. So he has an appointment with individual students, right?
Yeah.
He goes through. Apparently, instead of like taking 20, 30 minutes, he spends like hours in the appointment just going through each question point by point.
With them. Yeah.
And obviously, like, they realized he knew they cheated. 'cause
Yeah.
They didn't know anything. They
Yeah.
were like, they obviously, like, they didn't know the content. So they
Mm.
couldn't, like, be like, "Oh, no, I think,
This
I
is the
think
reason
this-"
why I put this
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, like, it was.
Like I kind of like elaborate plans, but this one seemed kind of petty.
I feel like
one
this
thing-
was immature.
What did Reddit say
Yeah.
about this?
um,
Like, what were the
I think
comments?
people were like questioning it and stuff, and he put a couple of like edits to like sort of make
Clarify his opinion. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, man, it's like super immature. Like you've honestly,
It's not really like Prorevenge. Prorevenge is one where you like come up with this elaborate scheme. This is kind of petty. Like, oh, I'm gonna, because these people think I'm a foreigner, they look down upon me. I'm gonna do this
But
thing against
the
them.
thing
This is
is-
the kind of foreigners that deserve to be looked down upon.
Oh, okay. yeah. Good on these people then.
No, but I think it's stupid, right? Like, bro, we're all stupid in uni. I don't think I ever cheated. I don't know. Honestly, I probably would have cheated. I would have cheated with.
You've seen
some
me done
exams and
exams,
stuff.
bro.
And like, I know even like, even
You
in
cheated
like,
in exams?
Bro, I've had like 10 people do exams with me.
What do you
yeah,
mean?
but that's what everyone does
Because
in
of
uni
COVID
these
times,
days.
yeah.
Yeah.
So people sat exam for you?
No,
we did it
because it's
together.
online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
can just and that's what I'm saying. Like uni is stupid. You just choose the easiest path or whatever. Like I don't feel like they deserved having to screw up their vacations and everything
Yeah.
purely so this guy could like
Feel good about himself.
yeah, like it was
fundamentally.
bullshit. And he's like a 28-year-old man. Why are you getting like why are you feeling disrespected because they cheated and stuff like that?
That's his own insecurities. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
It's got like some sort of
And,
inferiority complex. or
So
some shit.
Reddit did call him out that this was immature and
I don't think they called him out a hell of a lot.
Majority of them, I think, were on his side, but like a
Yeah.
part of them were like,
Yeah.
yeah, this
so
was.
you pretended to know nothing about it, then you have read it before.
No, I said I
Mm.
did.
You
know
did.
it. Yeah, that's why I was butting in all the time trying
Come
to
on,
clarify.
bro. Come on,
bro.
son. Don't do this.
Okay, I do my job. Okay, you don't. You clearly don't. But this isn't a pro-revenge for me. I remember this one story about this professor. What he did was, he found out that people were potentially cheating on his exam.
Yeah.
So what he got a assistant officer, a professor, and they have like the
Yeah.
secondary people that help out. So he got one of them. I think this might have been in the US. Yeah. So what he did, he posted a question that he was going to include in his exam on one of those like forums.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then he posted a question and gave a stupid answer which had nothing to do with the question. And he posted it, and then he knew that he was going to include it in his paper. And then when he included it in his paper, all the people that, because it was an impossible question to answer,
Yeah.
all these people just copied that answer that he had put himself on that board
Yeah.
and put it into the answer. So he found out like 20 people that just basically copy
Cheated,
pasted. And then he's like, okay, when they appealed, he was like, I was the one that posted that question. That's more of a pro-revenge story
But
for
I,
me.
I
It's
also
elaborate.
feel like that's too far.
On the same.
Because I think I've heard, I think on Chegg or something.
It was on check, yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe
Yeah.
I heard saw the same
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
That's more of a elaborate plan.
Like it is, and it's more mature and stuff, but I still feel like it's, I don't know. I still sympathize with cheaters, to be honest.
because you've cheated yourself.
Yeah, but like, have you not
Maybe.
cheated ever?
I can honestly say I never cheated.
Bro,
in
come on.
exam.
You haven't Googled something
And
online or something?
All my exams, when I did my bachelor's, were physically in like rooms.
I think
had
all
to
mine
do
So
were.
it.
you never took notes or
What
like
about-
hoodie your
How am I
phone?
gonna take notes? What am I gonna do?
Underwear, bro. Bathroom.
Hell no, bro. How many times am I gonna go to the bathroom
See,
to
so-
check an answer?
I started very young cheating. So in Pakistan, I used to have this Cassie watch, which I could put address.
Program things into
Yeah.
yeah.
So I could put okay. Fundamentally, yes.
Yeah.
But I used to put addresses or phone numbers into the watch. So I had like a whole answers going through.
But who has like? Don't they have like those people that supervise?
Invigilators? Yeah,
Yeah.
they did. But like,
How the hell do you like?
nah, so it's like a watch, bro. Like, you
No,
just-
but how do you flick through like? Oh, this is the answer that I need, and it's so tiny. How do you?
honestly, it never worked out. But like
yeah,
fundamentally,
but you still
yeah.
tried.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I tried it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've taken notes in bathrooms. I've
Yeah.
taken phones in high school, uni, everything.
Yeah.
It's never been an issue.
Nah,
getting-
it's
How have
actually
you
quite,
cheated?
No, mine's just like collaboration. Like if there's a quiz or something, I'll sit with like a few other people and go with
Yeah.
them. And
Well, there's like a new form of cheating now, which is like called contract cheating, where you get other people to do your work
online,
for
right?
Yeah.
But do they?
you. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Why do you know? What's
you know
the-
this story too. One of our good friends. So
Oh, what? I didn't know this.
so I went to this. I was on Reddit,
Yeah.
and Reddit told me in UTS there I need to take 4 electives.
Yeah.
4 electives. I took 2 which were related to my degree.
Yeah.
2 was some random subject which is called Aboriginal Sydney, and one of them is called Internet of Things or Web Systems.
Yeah.
Aboriginal Sydney was meant to be one of the easiest subjects, and I barely passed.
Why is that, huh?
Huh?
But
Why
you're
is that?
cultured on Aboriginal
No,
people
because there
now.
was a lot of essay writing and stuff,
Yeah.
which I thought I was decent at.
He
but
just thought they're gonna meet Aboriginal people, shake their hands, and then pass the subject.
no, not
yeah.
entirely. But when Reddit says easy, I kind of assume it's easy.
Yeah.
So when it turned out not to be easy, I should have taken my cue and not listened to Reddit. But then I took the second subject suggested by Reddit, which is called Web Systems. It's IT subject, and I'm furthest thing away from IT. I have no idea of computers. So one of my one of our good friends is good into IT. He works for a company which is in computers, I think.
Looks
Yeah.
the part. Looks the
Looks
IT part. Like,
Looks
That's
IT
kind of
part.
dope, bro.
what do you mean? But yeah. And then what did you do?
It's kind of mean to say, like, someone looks like an IT guy.
Come
People
on,
say
bro.
that
Your
about
mom's
me.
not
I don't
watching
take it as
anymore.
an offense,
Come on,
bro.
bro.
I've got the mustache going on,
Yeah.
so yeah, I can say that.
How did you approach him to help you out?
I just said, bro, what's happening? Because he goes to the same uni as me. I've never met him in uni.
Yeah.
But I was like, hey, brother, assalamu alaikum. How are we? Just talked to him a bit. And then
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I need some help. He kindly helped me. He did my exams for me.
Did you pay him or did he just?
Was there any incentive for him to help you out?
No, I think there was some kind of incentive because if he can help me out,
What have you done for him?
No,
in
he
return?
can get more knowledge back. Because like, imagine me solving something for you.
Yeah.
I'm helping you, but I'm helping myself too.
Bro, what kind of logic is this, bro?
He's just trying to make it.
Yes,
sound better
make
for
yourself feel
himself.
better. You did contract cheating. You got someone else to sit your exam.
So
And then you
contract
don't
cheating
wanna-
without the paid contract. huh?
Yeah, this guy got nothing out of it. Yeah, people like a lot of like international,
Knowledge.
a lot of international students that come now. That's what they do. I had like in my masters, I was like, I thought this would be just strictly limited to like bachelors. I had like international students. I'm not gonna name the country, but you guys know what it probably is. They had a lot of students come from there, and they would just get online. You know, I'll pay $250 for you to do this assignment for me. Are you thinking of what country I'm mentioning?
Yeah, I was thinking.
You know what country I'm mentioning, bro.
Bro, I love Vietnam.
No, not Vietnam, but very close to Vietnam. But yeah, so what do you think about this guy? Like, was he right in doing this?
No, not really.
Not really.
Nah, I wouldn't say so.
It was petty as hell, I thought.
The check thing or the
No, this story you just
Oh
said.
yeah, that was petty as hell. This
Yeah.
guy's got to grow up, bro. Like
Yeah.
you're a professor, man. Come on.
So this next story comes from a subreddit called Am I the Asshole? And it's all about people just posting a story where they went through a situation and they reacted in a certain way and they asked Reddit.
I feel like every post though is like not, or every like response is not like
Bro,
it's
Pig's
very,
going.
it's very
Okay, be quiet for a few seconds. Let them leave.
like am I the asshole is like every story is like very obvious that they're not the asshole. And they just want like affirmation from the comments, like
Or maybe they
nah.
fake what they actually.
Oh no, you're not the asshole. Oh no, you're
Yeah.
alright.
Or maybe they fake the story to be in from their
That
biased
shit,
point
like,
of view. Yeah,
Like,
probably
no one's gonna lay like everyone in demand thinks that
they're correct. Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
correct. So
Yeah.
no one's gonna like give the all nitty gritties of.
Oh,
the-
exactly. Yeah, like even like if I talk about something, I'm gonna give my I'm not gonna give the whole story probably. Like
Yeah.
ideally you should, but because I'm biased, like I'm probably gonna exclude some important details.
Bro, I think they're getting too personal.
Well, yeah. Let's see what we think about this one. Okay. So there is this 39-year-old woman.
Yeah.
She ordered Chinese food for delivery. You guys can see where this is going. Okay. When the delivery driver came to the door, her daughter was taking the cat upstairs, and the son, out of nowhere, just goes, "Make sure we hide the cat from the Chinese guy." Okay, Chinese
This
delivery
is good
guy.
in the student
Yeah.
sense of humor.
and then the delivery driver heard this. Okay.
Yeah.
The woman was like shocked that her son said this, and she was like, "I told my son that racist jokes are not on." And then what she did was made him write an essay, made him do a report, and took him to the store and had him apologize by reading out an apology letter to the Chinese delivery guy. When she got back home that night, her husband was like, "You took it too far. You embarrassed our son. It wasn't that bad a thing. You shouldn't have done this." So she reaches out and says, "Was I right in doing this? And is my husband wrong?" What do you guys think? And the Chinese guy, the Chinese delivery guy was like, "Oh, I'm glad you did this." And then he told her son that, this is what I've experienced through my life, and I'm glad you're learning, blah, blah, blah. So
Probably get flack for this, but I don't see it as that bad. Like it's just a joke, right?
well, the kid's not a comedian. Just little
Yeah.
13-year-old little.
But the
Kid.
kid's also not hateful, man. Like it's not a joke with hate or anything. It's not.
No, but yeah, the mom
propagating
is
hate.
saying that it's going to perpetuate the stereotype. She just wants her son to not be doing
But
these things.
stereotypes are also there for a reason.
Yeah.
Like
No,
the reason,
but okay.
the reason we say
Okay,
women
do you
are
think
bad
Chinese
drivers,
people eat cats?
probably
Well,
they
like-
probably did in like the. Honestly, I have no idea, and I probably
Well,
sound
after the
super
bat
racist.
situation, like I wouldn't surprise me. Like
Okay, but like how many people are eating bats in China? What percentage?
What?
People in
I'm not a
Pakistan.
statistician, bro.
Okay, maybe 5% of people in Pakistan eat donkeys. What if people started calling us donkey munchers? Would you be like, "Oh yeah, cool, we do it, so it's fine"?
Fundamentally, yes, I would be
I
fine.
think
No, but
it would
only
be-
5% of people
I
are
think it'd
doing
be a
it.
funny remark though.
I think it depends on maliciousness.
Like son will make jokes like Kashmiri jokes and stuff
Yeah,
to
but
me. and
we're
stuff, and,
different. We're bred different, bro.
Like, what
Like
do you mean
we
we're
don't.
bred different?
No, but we can take
Like,
jokes and we can give jokes. But
yeah, but
You
they're
think
not.
you're superior than someone else?
The
No,
jokes.
I'm not saying
Wow,
something.
whoa. Yeah, let's talk about this.
no,
for a
I'm saying
second.
all about us. Like if someone called us a donkey muncher, we wouldn't be like, "Oh, let's punch on, bro."
No, but if it's said with intent to hate or anything, of course
So
I'd be like,
you-
"What the hell's wrong with you?" Like,
So if that, so you're not, we're not Chinese. What is a stereotypical joke about us? Okay, what if say the
just say
kid
something to do
said,
with curry.
yeah,
curry
said,
matcha.
oh, that guy smells of curry, close the door on him, mom.
Mm-hmm.
What if the kid said that? Would you be angry with him? That's a stereotypical joke for Indians and
First thing I
Pakistanis.
would just be like, shit. Probably not.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. We don't care about this kind of stuff. Like, we wouldn't want to fight this kid or like have an argument.
Neither did this Chinese guy, to be honest. He didn't want to fight. He was just sad, disappointed.
Yeah, but
Mom
would you
took
be
it-
disappointed if someone made that joke about you? Someone said, oh, there smells of curry, close the door on him.
See, if
I think what I would be worried about is if this kid is saying it, then are the parents and stuff like is it perpetuating, like is racism a common theme in this household against like brown people or Asian people in this room?
Yeah.
I kind of disagree with this.
That's all I would care about.
Like, my parents are racist.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, my grandparents are racist.
Yeah.
But I'm
You can't be just saying them.
Oh, wait,
Your mom
I'm-
might listen to this.
no, no, please don't put it on.
Oh,
Reels.
I'm not going to put this on the clip
This on
then.
Reels.
This is
But-
the funniest bit to put as a
Okay.
clip though.
No, but like, I think fundamentally they're racist, but this because how they grew up. But I'm not racist. Even though I was born in an environment.
This is a question I always think of. Like, do you think that is racism or ignorance? Or is that the same thing?
I don't think it's either.
Like their parents, like their grandparents having stereotypical views about other people. Is that
Oh.
racist or ignorant?
I don't know. I
It's a
think
mixture
both.
of both
Yeah,
or one?
I think both.
Yeah, but like
I think it's ignorance most of the
yeah,
time.
that's what I feel like. Like I have family members that say crazy stuff. I don't like call them like putting a label as someone racist is a bit too far. I just say they don't know any better. But at the same time, then woke people will be like, no, this is what causes more racism to take place. This is why we need to cut it out. And that's what the mom was saying essentially in the story, that we need to cut this out. What I get your point. What you were saying that, you know, for the Chinese guy, it's good for him that he knew that the mom didn't agree with this. The kid just said something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't just like a regular thing.
But like it also like if it's like a 10 11-year-old kid, I'd be more worried that is this whole family racist or
No,
something.
but if the mom isn't, then
yeah, I know, but like I'm
What if
just
the
talking
mom
about the
didn't-
kid's actions here. I'm not talking about what the mom did.
Yeah.
So if the kid said something like that and he's like 10 years old, like I'd be worried, oh shit, like is this whole family racist? Like he's obviously learned from his parents or something.
Yeah.
If the kid's like a 16-year-old teenager or some shit, like it's just like whatever, like he thinks he's funny. He might even be funny, but like it's not it's not something I'd be worried about or personally I'd take offense to or anything.
Yeah.
so you're just putting yourself in the delivery driver's.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I kind of agree with him.
But what do you think the mom like making the son ride like a
Bro,
whole...
that's overkill, bro. That
Yeah.
sounds
Yeah.
like PC, like to the max, bro. Like,
What
Bro,
would,
like, why do you have to ride-
our parents have done? Like if we did something, like just a smack would have been
Yeah,
it, right?
probably.
Yeah.
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 like, that's overkill. Like, it was a good gesture in terms of like,
Being a
Making-
decent person.
making him apologize to the thing. And obviously, the driver was hurt. Or the
By the
delivery guy
comment, yeah.
was hurt by the comment and stuff. I don't know if they were aware of that or not, but it was a good thing to make
you
him
should not be
apologize.
hurt by like comments by people. Like just
That's why I'm
God or
saying.
something,
That's why I
like,
said
just
we're
get
built
over it.
different, bro. Like we don't care about this stuff. Certain
Well-
people, maybe for him, this is like a regular thing. Like he's a delivery guy. Everyone makes fun of him for
I
this.
mean, he said that, right?
Yeah,
Like,
and that's what he
like
said.
It's made often or whatever. It like gets
Yeah.
old or whatever. I don't know.
Maybe if people call you a curry muncher or like donkey muncher enough time, you might feel like a certain way about it as well. Have you ever fought someone because they said something racist to you?
See,
No, but again, these things are said with hate. If someone says something
See,
racist to you,
I've
it's
had
said with
Yeah,
intent.
you
Yeah.
worked at McDonald's, so I'm imagining someone
I've
must
had
have
some
said something
instances,
crazy to you.
and so one time, I think I've told this story previously on the podcast.
You can repeat it. Doesn't matter.
I don't like repeating my stories, bro.
Bro, no one heard our earlier podcast. So
So-
like,
No, we had 30 views, bro.
Yeah. You know only 30 people have listened. Yeah.
And it's not like we're reaching hundreds of numbers right now, so I probably can do it like 3 or more of the stories and it will
Go for it. Yeah.
it'll be new. So one time I was in Macca's working overnight shift is just from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And overnights we have like one person doing drive-through both sides of the lanes.
Yeah.
And I used to work at Thornley Macca's, which is one of the busiest Macca's in Sydney. And I was doing one lane, then the other lane. Somehow I missed this lady, or I probably didn't miss her, but like she thought I missed her. So when she came to my window, to the drive-through window where I actually take her money and stuff, she said, "I didn't like what you did back where you're from. You may take a guy's order first, or you may treat them differently, but that's not cut out in Australia."
Oh, how did he make this random assumption, bro? What the
I
hell?
was like, what is this on about?
Yeah.
Like for me, I don't care if you have a dick or not. Like if you're nice to me, I'll
Yeah.
be nice to you. But like,
Okay.
Come on,
man.
bro. Come
Okay,
on. So you're
I'm
saying
more
you-
excited about how you responded because I know
so
you
I
were
was like, I'm
person.
not gonna serve you. And I was like, just
Okay, that's
like
it.
that was thing. But my manager
Valid.
came in.
Yeah.
She gave her free food, and that kind of like broke my heart, man. I was
Yeah.
like, if someone talk shit to her,
Yeah.
I would be ready to go war. And like this woman like talk shit about me, and she's getting free food.
Yeah.
And she says, sorry, just want to get her out of here.
Son, bro.
But yeah.
yeah.
And I was like, she was a good friend of mine too.
Yeah.
But like the whole thing just like made my night.
Yeah, that would have sucked. Like, especially if you want your manager to stand up for you, like, be like, yeah, don't be disrespectful.
Her
to
thing
mine.
was like, I just wanted to get out of it, just get the drive-through rolling and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I can think of one example of me experiencing hateful racism, and it was just when I was in like Seven Hills. I was picking up someone, and I was just in a car park, and then these two random like bogans who were like probably off their head, like drunk or some shit. Like, oh, I didn't even realize they were directing their comments to me. Like, oh, you terrorist, you explosive, blah blah. Like they were just saying some random comments about
You don't
terrorists.
even look like one though.
Yeah, I was just processing it right now.
Like,
How
you
would
look
you
like-
get
regular ass, bro.
I look like Turkish or something, so I could like pass off
Yeah.
as Middle Eastern and stuff.
Maybe
so,
they were like, they don't know they're terrorists that well, bro.
I mean,
yeah.
they probably don't,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it's like the Sikhs get called terrorists. They're like,
oh, yeah, true.
we're not even Muslims.
yeah.
But that I think that like it was nothing. It was like I was just like, all right, that was weird. I drove off and then like I didn't feel like I was in danger. It was just like two bogans off their head or some shit. That was
Yeah. I think that's what it is. Like context definitely matters. What
Yeah.
you said, like if it's from a hateful, like we've all made racist comments against each other. We've all made racist comments against our friends at times, but it's never with the ill intention. Like it's just jokes for us. But yeah. And then for this kid, maybe he felt the same. He doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Final thing. What did you think about the dad, like saying, "Oh, you know, you shouldn't have done that, embarrassing our kid." Blah blah blah. None of our dads would care, bro. They'll be
Yeah.
like, "Good on you, bro. Life lesson." for
Yeah, I
you."
wouldn't care enough. Like I might like mention like, oh, you shouldn't have done that or
I
whatever.
probably would
but I
have said
wouldn't-
it's overkill to my wife.
yeah, I would have
It's
said
not
the
about
same thing.
apologizing. That's what he had an issue against. Like he said, "Oh, like you shouldn't publicly embarrass our kid."
Nah,
like
I
that.
don't think that's the thing. Bro, some random delivery driver, you publicly or like you public
Yeah,
in
it's not
front of
like-
who? The pizza shop? Like who the
Yeah.
hell cares, man?
It's not on a podcast.
Come on, bro.
Or anything. Yeah. But
Yeah. Anyway, we should invite this kid over to the podcast.
He's in America though. I think pretty sure because most
We
of
can
these
make it
Reddit
work.
stories are from.
We got
America.
enough money to book him a flight and accommodation and then send him back.
Oh, I want the Chinese guy to come over, bro.
Honestly, both. We can
Both.
have them hash it out. in
Hash
front
it
of-
out right here.
in front of everyone.
Anyway, so yeah, these are two stories. We might make this a regular thing because whenever we don't have anything interesting to talk about, we might come back to Reddit. But yeah, Reddit is king. In
I
my
think there's
opinion.
always interesting
Yeah.
things to talk about.
Well, this week I wasn't sure what to talk about. That's
I
why.
have things, but you guys aren't interested in them.
No,
so-
I have things that you guys are not
We
interested in.
talked about this after podcast. bro.
Okay, yeah, let's
Sure.
sort this out. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Hope you guys found these two stories interesting. This has been another episode of the Trash Talk Experience. Please follow us on our Instagram and check out our reels.
You sound dead, bro. Can you like?
What? Okay. Please check out our reels. And this has been another episode of Trash Talk Experience. You can follow us on our YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace and bye.
Wait, did you mention TikTok?
And TikTok.
We've opened
bye.
up a new TikTok account.
That's it. Peace.